Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Before we begin, I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas. I hope you guys get what you wanted or asked for. If you don't, then try harder next year and behave better, be a better person, and hopefully Santa will come through for you. Anyways, today we have a battle against FUB. As you can see, I do have Gengar on my team. This battle I actually had about 3 weeks ago, or about a month ago, before Mega Gengar was banned. And the reason why I choose to upload this video is because I thought it was a really good battle all around. There was a lot of predictions and a lot of switching, and I thought it was just a really awesome battle. I don't really use Gengar in this video. I think I used him once, but the move that I use actually misses, so technically I don't really use Mega Gengar. But I thought I'd clear that up just so there isn't any confusion or people don't give me crap for using Gengar. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin with the battle. Alright, so I am challenged by FUB. I'm not entirely sure what FUB stands for, but I think I have an idea. Anyways, he's going to lead out with his Espeon, and I lead off with my Togekiss. I attack it with Air Slash just to see how much damage it does. I was hoping to get the hacks here, but unfortunately I don't. I am Scarfed, so I do outspeed his Espeon. He's able to set up Light Screen, and I attack it with Air Slash again, and it doesn't do much damage with Light Screen up. He's able to also set up Reflect too. At this point, I'm just going to switch out into my Ferrothorn, and he's actually going to switch out into his Togekiss. I was predicting that he'd attack me with Flamethrower, which is why I switched out into my Umbreon, and apparently he was thinking that I just go for Stealth Rocks, so he also switched out into his Espeon since he has Magic Bounce. So I switch out into my Umbreon here, and he goes for Dazzling Gem, and it does absolutely nothing to my Umbreon. I'm just going to go for Moonlight since I wanted to see how much damage this Espeon could do to me, and apparently not that much. So he switches out from Espeon into his Talonflame, and I'm going to go ahead and withdraw my Umbreon and switch out into Togekiss. Like I said, guys, there's a lot of switching in this battle. This is only just the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and go for Air Slash, and I'm able to get the flinch on him. Air Slash isn't doing enough damage on him just because Light Screen is still up. I'm going to go ahead and attack it with Air Slash again, and Talonflame is just going to get some HP back from leftovers. Once again, he did get the flinch. Light Screen finally wears off, and I attack it again with Air Slash, and this time I get about half its HP, which is very good, and I get the flinch again. Now, Talonflame here is actually going to go for Roost. And Talonflame's ability here is he's able to outspeed me, so I'm just going to go for Air Slash again, and he's going to go for Roost. It's going to be like a thing that's just going to continue to happen, so there's really no point in attacking its Talonflame, so I actually switch out into my Dragonite. I don't actually own this Dragonite, because I know some of you guys know it belongs to Commander9456. It was given to me by a friend, and I know this Dragonite belongs to Kobe. He already has it. I gave it back to him a long time ago, so you guys could stop telling me that this is Kobe's Dragonite and not mine. I do have a Pokemon to substitute this Dragonite, though. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and withdraw Dragonite and send out Ferrothorn, predicting the Dazzling Gem. I see the Life Orb, so I know it's not leftovers, nor is it Specs. So I'm actually just going to withdraw Ferrothorn and switch out into my own Togekiss, knowing that this Togekiss has a Fire type move, which does actually do a decent amount of damage on my Togekiss. Even though I do have some SP defense EVs on this, I'm actually going to go for Air Slash again and do a decent amount of damage on it. I do get the flinch, so he's going to switch out into his Kangaskhan. And I'm going to attack it with Air Slash, and I get about 40% of its HP with it, which is very nice. He's going to go Mega, and I know for a fact that I can outspeed it, so I'm just going to go for Air Slash again, which takes it down to about, I believe, 25% of its HP, and I get the flinch again, which is very nice. So he's going to switch out since he knows he will just die, and he goes into his Talonflame. I do get about half its HP with Air Slash. I thought he was going to go for Roost, so I switched into my Snorlax, but unfortunately I ended up being wrong. He ended up going for Sword Dance, which is bad here because he's going to attack me with Brave Bird, and I survived with barely any HP. But you know, I'm not complaining because hey, I still managed to survive even though with 17 HP left. I do attack it with Rock Slide and finish it off right here, which is good. So I believe he's gonna send out his, what did he have? He had a Quagsire. Yeah, he's gonna send out his Quagsire next right here. And I'm gonna just switch out my Snorlax for Death Fodder, and I'm gonna go back into my Ferrothorn. He's gonna go for Curse, which really doesn't look bad since I know I can take it out either way. But he's actually gonna end up switching into Espeon, predicting the Stealth Rocks. But I predicted that switch. I predicted it, which is why I went for Power Whip instead, just so I could be safe on both sides, you know? So I take out his Espeon, and he's going to go for Galvantula. I believe it's pronounced that way, Galvantula. But I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Snorlax as Death Fodder, and he goes for Infestation, which doesn't do much damage to me at all. I get some HP back from leftovers, but the Infestation takes me down to 1 HP, so it's whatever. I just let him finish me off just because I knew Snorlax was gonna go either way. So I'm gonna go back into Dragonite right here, and he's gonna go for Infestation again, which does absolutely nothing on me, and it actually was a critical hit if you guys saw that. So I go for Dragon Dance, and I'm able to outspeed him. I was gonna go for actually I do attack it with Fire Punch, but this Galvantula does have Focus Sash, and he lives with just 1 HP, which is very cute. He attacks me with Volt Switch, and then switches out into his Quagsire. I was going to go for Outrage, but I knew he still had his Togekiss, so I played it safe, and I switched back out into my Ferrothorn. He does go for Curse, and I am going to go for Stealth Rocks right here, because it's obviously a good play to do. Plus, the thing is, Stealth Rocks will actually kill 2 of his Pokemon towards the end of the battle. I'm not going to say which 2, I'll leave it as a surprise for you, but he attacks me with Earthquake, and I do have a Citrus Berry, which helped me on my part. I predicted he'd switch into Togekiss, which is why I used Gyro Ball, but instead he stayed and he went for Curse again. I'm going to go for Power Whip, but he has Rocky Helmet, which, for those of you who don't know, it does take away HP from you if you touch your opponent. So I didn't know that he had Rocky Helmet on, so he pretty much finishes me off with Earthquake, and there goes my Ferrothorn. I mean, he did last a while, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into my Gengar, and once again, guys, this battle was recorded before Mega Gengar was banned. As you can see, I do evolve Gengar into Mega Gengar, but I don't use it at all because I do go for Shadow Ball, and he switched out into his Kangaskhan, so it doesn't affect it, but I withdraw Gengar right here, and I switch out into Dragonite, predicting Sucker Punch, which he does go for, but it fails. And he does outspeed me, and yeah, he goes for Return and easily takes out my Dragonite. I'm gonna go for Togekiss since I know Sucker Punch can't take me out, which he does go for, and I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gem, and it finishes off his Mega Kangaskhan. I'm pretty sure I pretty much won now right here because I easily take out its Quagsire, and his final 2 Pokemon, Togekiss and Galvantula, will both die from the rocks I set up earlier. So yeah, pretty much GG. I think with only 5, it was a 5 on, yeah, it was a good 5-0 battle. Togekiss is out, and there you go, Galvantula. Bam Shazam, it is now dead. Anyways, good game, Gucci man. It was very fun, and yeah. If you'd like a chance to battle me, be sure to follow me on Twitter, as I always tweet before I battle. A lot of you guys were complaining how I fast forward the battles. I just prefer fast forwarding them just to get through the battles quicker and just cut right to the chase. A lot of people like to drag the battles on, and they make them really long, and they just talk about a bunch of useless things, which I don't like. I just like to get to the point. My thoughts, his thoughts, and yeah, that's about it, which is why I fast forward them. If you guys don't want me fast forwarding them, just let me know, and I will slow it down from here on out. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle.